My relationship with sports is deep. It's on so many different levels, right? So obviously I started as an athlete. I was a football player back in my days when I went to University of Waterloo. And then now from being a football player to actually working in sport, whether it be having a sport media and production company, whether it be working at a larger company such as MLSE, or even in my past working at, leagues such as the CEBL, right? My relationship with sports is so multi-layered, but I think the one thing is that sports has always been a part of my life. Whether it be me as a young kid, being an athlete, whether it be me just being a fan, like a Raptors fan or a Detroit Lions fan, whatever you want to say. I played football because I was just good at it, but basketball is my true love. Like if I can go back in time to when I was younger, I think I would have picked up a basketball a lot earlier. Okay, so that's my relationship with basketball. It's the sport that I loved that I never got to play because I wasn't that good at. With football kind of being what my life was in the past, I've kind of been like drowned in football for so long. It's kind of just like, I can't really watch it as much anymore. But basketball is something I can always watch, and I can always, feel emotions, whether it be good emotions, like winning a championship, right? Like the Raptors winning a championship, or whether it be, bad emotions, such as like, Pascal and the Raptors blowing a fourth quarter lead to the Chicago Bulls in like a play-in game. So I think my relationship with basketball now it's about emotions and it's about happiness. And I think basketball is that one sport that I can always kind of like lean on to feel those emotions. What really made me interested in this initiative was the fact that it's being put together by people who aspire to be in the industry, who aspire to, one day work for like the Sportsnets, the TSNs, the MLSEs of the world, right? And I think like what I admire is that grind, that hustle, right? And I think for someone that's in the industry, I recognize how competitive it is, you know what I'm saying? And I recognize that to get to where you want to be, you have to be really creative and you have to, try to create things that, oftentimes you've never seen before. And so for me to look at something like this, it's like, well, it's really cool in the sense that like, one, you could see like there are a bunch of people who came up with this idea that I've never seen before personally, right? And so it's like that creativity coming to the table. But then two, it's like this really cool concept of where you take like two different areas of sport and put them together in one. The media side and then the actual sports side, right? And it's like, it's kind of cool because like, the media is kind of like, they're like the ones that are always judgmental and say these things and are kind of real or not real, whatever you want to say, right? And the athletes are the ones that just want to go about their business. And so I kind of like the idea of bringing together both on like one court, having them kind of duel it out. But honestly, just the concept itself is just so creative. And when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is something I would love to be a part of because you never really see it before. And I think it's just cool to bring together people from different areas of the media world, speaking from a media context, people from the media world, to actually meet each other, right? And learn about what they're doing, admire what they're doing, right? Like I'm looking at the roster, I'm saying, oh, these are some people that are doing really cool things. Like I admire what they're doing. I've seen their work, right? And hopefully vice versa, right? So I think there's just so many layers to it, and just the admiration is what I bring, and then I think just the competitive aspect too. Like I love to be competitive, right? And I love to play on teams, and so for me, the opportunity to play in a game like this, where you get to like share the court with some athletes, current athletes, or really accomplished athletes, I think that's really, really cool too. So the entire thing looks fun, and I'm just really all in on being able to just bring my energy and bring my passion. So that's what I bring to the table.